to talk. Like, I mean, that's a tough.
And then for Miami, if you're walking to the club and you're not in a section or you're not drinking at a bottle, they're not even going to look your fucking way at all. So it's good. Like, okay, if you don't have a lot of money, go to the fucking bar and spark off conversations and shit. Don't try to go to any of these.
I say like, yo, have at least 6 months to a year saved of income, and then make at least 100 bands a year, like, which I think is very doable in today's day and age with the internet. Or have a combination thereof, and then that's why I say you got to have had sex with 50 girls. Oh my God, you're a womanizer. Why? Because I know the average chick has had sex with around that many dudes by the time she gets married. You know what I'm saying? So I need guys to be on the same sexual playing field as a woman, because the last thing you want to do is be in a position where your girl's more sexually experienced than you. Because what happens is when a girl knows what she's doing, she can manipulate you through sex. And then a lot of dudes that don't know what they're doing, they'll get finessed. Next thing you know, oh, I'm not having sex tonight. You need to take out the trash. Oh, I need you to cut the lawn. But she's gonna like start negotiating terms with you for sexual access and leveraging sex against you for compliance, which I tell guys you never want to be in that position. The only way you're going to get there is you're going to have to get experience with girls. And I know if you've had sex with at least 50 girls, you're not paying or tricking or do anything stupid like that, you've probably developed a mindset where you can at least like deal with women and understand their mindset, how they operate. You've probably broken through Disney fairy tales and everything else like that, because the days and ages of you getting a girl that's a virgin are done. It used to be the father would give her to you as a virgin, and she would know how to act. But nowadays, I'm gonna keep it a stack. Feminists can get mad at me. Modern day society, modern day culture teaches women how to be horrible wives, horrible long-term girlfriends.
Horrible.
You got city girls out here.
WHORE.
Horrible. Like, it teaches them to be promiscuous, date around, not be dutiful girlfriends, not cooking clean for you. You know, no offense to Cardi B, but you know, no, don't cook, don't clean, still got a ring. So a lot of girls have that mindset. Like, yo, I can get a dude without doing all this extra shit. I'm just gonna chase a bag and do that shit.
But that's so dishonest, her having that bar, because the reality is that she got enough money to get people cleaning the fucking house. It's like, yeah, for you don't have to cook and clean. We get it. You can order Postmates every night.
And bro, even like now, bro, I see women, I meet women. The fact that they do cook or clean, I'll be like,
it's a novelty.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. You wait. You have recipes? Like, you know what you're gonna make in the morning? You're not expecting me to Postmate this shit? That's a plus for something that already should be in place.
And that's the thing. Like, I tell guys, like, you gotta have these things in place, because now you're in a strong negotiating position where it's your way or the highway, and she won't be able to finesse you with sex. Because so many dudes that are successful get finessed by girls just because they're bad, and they get a bad deal, like a chick that's been ran through whatever. And there's a bunch of studies out there to show that, you know, promiscuous women tend to not be good wives or whatever it may be. I'm not going to have that discussion right now, but what I will say is, I want guys, when you have these 5 things in place, 100 grand a year, 6 months to a year of savings, 50 girls in shape, and you're 35 years old, you're in a position now where you're experienced enough where you can like discern girls that aren't worth your time.
See, the problem is guys rush into relationships because either one, they don't want to be alone. I understand that. But two, it's kind of like they want to feel so much they want to be in a position where they're with a girl so bad that like they're willing to settle. And when you settle for a girl that's not that you're not ready for, she will destroy you.
She'll ruin your life.
She'll ruin your life. Even in the Bible, talk about women destroying kingdoms and kings. Because, dude, real talk, if you choose the wrong woman, that can end you, bro. Literally, it can end you.
And the thing is that guys got to understand this, man. Like, women want a traditional man, but they don't want to be traditional girls. They want to be out here doing all this extra shit. You know, city girls this, but they still expect you. You tell her, hey, like, if someone breaks into the house, right, or a physical confrontation happens, or you guys get robbed or whatever, she's gonna expect you to defend her. But then if you say, can you make me a sandwich, she's gonna be like, fuck you, nigga. It's like, what the fuck? Like, seriously, you gotta put your life on the line for a chick that won't even suck your dick. This is bullshit. So I need dudes to like understand.
Preach!
That, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy because women are in such a great negotiating spot right now that dudes are getting finessed and they don't even know they're getting a bad deal. You know what I'm saying? So we tell guys, bro, if she is not worthy of being a girlfriend, smash her and pass it, continue on. Get the experience, learn what girls are worthy of your time, which girls aren't, and then settle down with the one that's worth it. Because the thing is, guys are so willing to give their commitment to girls that don't deserve it, and then they end up miserable because of it, because they want a girl so bad or they didn't have that abundance mindset.
And we spoke to Robert Kiyosaki, shout out to him, right? And I don't want to go into too much detail, but like, you know, he's married to Kim Kiyosaki, huge entrepreneurs, and it's like, he just found our content. He's like, yo, my whole life is spent married to one woman. Why? It was like I could have had so much abundance, but I didn't know. I was stuck in that blue pill mindset, you know. And it was like, yes, I love my wife, of course, but it's like I didn't know I could actually have a life beyond that. And I remember he said he went to a meeting in Japan, right? A bunch of tycoons over there, huge billionaires over there, right? They're like, so everyone in the room, how many mistresses do you have? And he was like, I only have one. They'll looked at him like,
Stupid.
What the hell? Because those guys have power and strength. They understand that having numbers of women means you have leverage. And he didn't have any. He just had one. So it means if he didn't do what she said, she's out.
Anyone with that kind of money, bro, you should be having a bunch of chicks.
A harem if you can.
And girls get mad when I say that. I say, yo, listen, dudes that are higher status, they don't cheat. They exercise options. You know what I'm saying? We agree with Kevin on that 100% because women don't understand that women are born with value and they must preserve it. Men must create their value.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna because on the podcast all the time, girls argue with me, right? Especially the strong and independent women, right? Because you mentioned earlier, like, oh, these girls are dumb. But we brought entrepreneur women on.
Yeah,
and doctors. We brought women on that make a lot of money.
We don't only bring club girls. We bring career women. We bring financial women. We bring spiritual women. We bring everybody on the podcast.
We bring all different kinds.
Yeah.
What we've learned is the hardware does not change the software, man.
Yep.
Like the only thing that changes when a woman is a career woman and makes money is typically she's a little bit more masculine and she has even higher standards. She makes 100 bands a year. I want a dude that makes at least my level, if not more. You know, and they're even more selective and they tend to be older, which, you know, we all know as the older a woman gets, typically the harder it's going to be for her to date. And the more money she makes, right? So, because like the more money a woman makes and her age goes up, the smaller her pool of candidates that she could date. Because women aren't like us where we could date down. And then the dudes that make that kind of money, they'll date a 21-year-old baddie. They don't care.
Hell yeah.
But going back, damn, we were talking about before. Girls men having options. Yeah. So this is a big like fighting point on the podcast every single time. I'm like, yeah, like dudes can have sex with other girls and you can't. Will you expect me to be monogamous? Yeah, absolutely. Why? Well, because men and women are very different. I used the lock and key analogy before. And what I was telling them was, because a lot of them are like, oh, well, why can't you just be monogamous? Why can't you just have one girl? What's wrong with you? Blah. And I tell them, yo, listen, you guys don't understand the male struggle, right?
Myron, give Adam an AD, the candy store,
analogy?
please.
I haven't given it. Okay, I will. Yo,
it's special. Give it to them.
Yeah, so this is the candy store analogy. I bring it every time, like I mention like the male struggle versus the female struggle. Everyone in the chat's like, because you guys know we live stream, like candy store analogy, do it right now. So the candy store analogy goes basically, so like there's a candy store, right? And the women are allowed into the candy store at 18 years old. The men, however, they're not allowed in until they're 35 years old, have $100,000 saved up, and they've been in the gym consistently for 5 years, right? So what happens, and only a small portion of them are allowed into the candy store.
Just trying to finish,
so the women come
finish
in,
my
they start
dinner.
to figure out what kind of candy
What's
they
going
like.
on,
They start to
everybody
hang
that's
out
in the
with
chat? How y'all
aisles.
feeling?
You know, they figure out that the Tootsie Rolls are disgusting. They figure out the Laffy Taffy yellow flavor is gross, and Starburst yellow is terrible as well, right? So they figure out what they want to do. They're in the candy store for a bit, so they know what they're doing, right? They know the store like the back of their hand, so they're selective on what they want.
Well, that's 17 years.
You know what I'm saying?
In the candy
exactly.
store.
So 17 years later comes, right? And then the dudes are finally allowed in. Bang! Them niggas go crazy. They break in. They're eating all the candy.
I'm going to get to the game. I was just trying to finish up watching this because I was watching this before the stream.
All the worst disgusting candy.
Really
candy corn, all that shit. They're eating.
And I'm trying to finish my dinner.
Oh my God, what's wrong with you? Like, why can't you just have one? What's wrong with you? And what the chicks don't understand is that these dudes have to fight tooth and nail to get into this fucking candy store. Y'all got it for free. Like, privilege is invisible to those that have it. And like, what women don't understand is that they inherit their $1 million. They invest in Dogecoin and they lose it. Whatever, right? Or maybe they make some. But they inherit their $1 million.
Men don't.
You as a man, you have to become a self-made millionaire scaling 3 businesses from zero, working your way up, whatever. If an inherited trust fund baby, millionaire, tells you, yo, invest in this, you should run your money like this, you're gonna look at him like, yo, shut the fuck up. You don't know.
Out the dirt.
I got this money out the mud. I had to work for this. So how the hell can you tell someone that went through trials and tribulations to earn their money how to invest their money when you inherited yours? And that's what women don't understand, is that they inherited their value. So they can't dictate to you how many girls you smash or whatever, because it's so difficult to even get to that point as a man. We ask this question all the time on the podcast. Ladies, what percentage of men, because typically after I say that, they're shocked. Yeah. Oh my God. And I'm like, well, what percentage of men do you think are actually sexually active women? And they're like 100%, 90%, 80%. Nah, it's only like 10 to 20% of dudes banging like all the chicks. And they're like, oh my God, I didn't know that.
Even rappers and athletes, they have to work hard for their position. They didn't just get it overnight. You know what I'm saying? So it takes time for a man to level up to be even in the candy store.
Yeah, so like when women try to tell me that, like, oh, why can't you be monogamous or whatever, I have to throw it on it like that, because like they don't get it. Because like when you've been like just allowed to do whatever you want, you know, with the opposite gender, people telling you sweeten up things, people never challenging you. Because what I've learned is like, when the girls come on the podcast, it's like a shock to them a lot of times, because we're not trying to smash them, so we ain't gonna lie. We want to tell them the truth. Like,
not anymore.
What, you guys used to smash too many of them and then you had to stop?
It's funny. You want to know how this all started? So we did a podcast, right? We had a double day after.
Grant, thanks for asking yourself.
What's
this dude trying to say about candy?
I was sitting there like, yo, what do we do now, bro? It's like 2 a.m. And he was looking at me like, bro, I don't know what we should do. I'm like, fuck it, let's go podcast right now, live with the girls. He's like, you sure, bro? I was like, let's fucking do it, bro.
How many girls you smashed or whatever, because it's so difficult to even get to that.
And then you had to
one time this dude was lit, bro.
and then you had to stop.
It's funny. You want to know how this all started?
Been in the gym consistently for 5 years.
And he was like, I only have one. Change
the software, man.
Fat Mouse,
the only thing that changes when a woman is a career woman and makes money is typically.
Let me try to go to like back to the beginning of this explanation of the candy store, because it's really interesting.
At least my level, if not more.
I really should change to just chatting right now.
They tend to be older, which, you know, we all know as the older a woman gets, typically the harder it's going to be for her to date. And the more money she makes, right? So because like the more money a woman makes and her age goes up, the smaller her pool of candidates that she could date. Because women aren't like us where we could date down. And then the dudes that make that kind of money, they'll date a 21-year-old baddie. They don't care.
Hell yeah.
But going back, we were talking about before. Men having options. Yeah. So this is a big like fighting point on the podcast every single time. I'm like, yeah, like dudes can have sex with other girls and you can't. Will you expect me to be monogamous? Yeah, absolutely. Why? Well, because men and women are very different. I used the lock and key analogy before. And what I was telling them was, because a lot of them are like, oh, well, why can't you just be monogamous? Why can't you just have one girl? What's wrong with you? Blah, blah, blah. And I tell them, yo, listen, you guys don't understand the male struggle, right?
Myron, give Adam an AD.
The candy store,
please. Right here.
For the audience. Okay, I will. Yo,
it's special. Give it to them.
Yeah, so this is the candy store analogy. I bring it every time, like I mention like the male struggle versus the female struggle. Everyone in the chat's like, because you guys know we live stream, like, candy store analogy, do it right now. So the candy store analogy goes basically, so like there's a candy store, right? And the women are allowed to the candy store at 18 years old. The men, however, they're not allowed in until they're 35 years old, have $100,000 saved up, and they've been in the gym consistently for 5 years, right? So what happens, and only a small portion of them are allowed into the candy store. So the women come in, they start to figure out what kind of candy they like. They start to hang out in certain aisles. You know, they figure out that the Tootsie Rolls are disgusting. They figure out the Laffy Taffy yellow flavor is gross, and Starburst yellow is terrible as well, right? So they figure out what they want to do. They're in the candy store for a bit, so they know what they're doing, right? They know the store like the back of their hand, so they're selective on what they want.
Well, that's 17 years.
You know what I'm saying?
In the candy
exactly.
store.
So 17 years later comes, right? And then the dudes are finally allowed in. Bang, them niggas go crazy. They break in. They're eating all the candy. They're having all the Tootsie Rolls that the girls didn't want to eat. You know what I'm saying? They're having like all the worst disgusting candy corn, all that shit. They're eating it, and the girls are like, "Oh my God, what's wrong with you? Like, why can't you just have one? What's wrong with you?" And what the chicks don't understand is that these dudes had to fight tooth and nail to get into this fucking candy store. Y'all got it for free. Like, privilege is invisible to those that have it. And like, what women don't understand is that they inherit their $1 million. They invest in Dogecoin and they lose it, whatever, right? Or maybe they make some, but they inherit their $1 million.
Men don't.
You as a man, you have to become a self-made millionaire, scaling 3 businesses from zero, working your way up, whatever. If an inherited trust fund baby millionaire tells you, yo, invest in this, you should run your money like this, you're gonna look at him like, yo, shut the fuck up. You
I got it out the dirt.
I got this money out the mud. I had to work for this. So how the hell can you tell someone that went through trials and tribulations to earn their money how to invest their money when you inherited yours? And that's what women don't understand, is that they inherited their value. So they can't dictate to you how many girls you smash or whatever, because it's so difficult to even get to that point as a man. We ask this question all the time on the podcast. Ladies, what percentage of men, because typically after I say that, they're shocked. Yeah. Oh my God. And I'm like, well, what percentage of men do you think are actually sexually active women? And they're like 100%,
70%,
90%, 80%. Nah, it's only like 10 to 20% of dudes banging like all the chicks. And they're like, oh my God, I didn't know that.
Even rappers and athletes, they have to work hard for their position. They didn't just get it overnight. You know what I'm saying? So it takes time for a man to level up to be even in the candy store.
Yeah, so like when women try to tell me that, like, oh, why can't you be monogamous or whatever, I have to throw it on it like that, because like they don't get it. Because like when you've been like just allowed to do whatever you want, you know, with the opposite gender, people telling you sweet nothings, people never challenging you. Because what I've learned is like, when the girls come on the podcast, it's like a shock to them a lot of times, because we're not trying to smash them, so we ain't gonna lie. We want to tell them the truth. Like,
not anymore.
What, you guys used to smash too many of them and then you had to stop?
Okay, so it's funny. You want to know how this all started? So we did a podcast, right? And we had a double date after. We were lit, whatever. Came from to the studio from the club, and we're sitting there like, yo, what do we do now, bro? It's like 2 a.m, and he was looking at me like, bro, I don't know what we should do. I'm like, fuck it, let's go podcast right now, live with the girls. He's like, you sure, bro? I was like, let's fucking do it, bro. He's like, let's fucking do it. So we go on live.
One time this dude was lit, bro.
You had the guys around to film it, or did you just set the cameras up yourself?
Just us, bro. It was 2 girls and us, right? No cameraman, no producer, no
producer
sound
wasn't
engineer.
there at the time.
Just us in the studio, right? So we turned our camera on and went live, bro. Can I tell you, bro, right? After the episode, it got like what? I think 20K views off rip. When we went live.
Yeah, it got a lot of views.
It was the most views we ever got going live, right? And people were in there like super chatting. I think we made like what, $3,000 that one night.
So people were going crazy because like no one had done it.
And what happened was we used to smash the girls first and then bring them on the podcast. Now I was like, you know what? Fuck, I don't want to know who you are. But you know why? It messed up the dynamic of the show, because it's like, you know, we smash them already, so it's like, I don't want to be too truthful because obviously I like you. So now it's like, you know what? We don't know who you are. You come on the show. It's what it.
We have a whole team just brings the girls in now, because we used to do it ourselves, but that shit is time consuming.
Yeah, we don't. Hey man, you go through our talent coordinator. Shout out to Laura. Like how you have Laura? We got Chris.
Yeah, we got Chris.
And,
Laura.
Yeah, you handle it. We're over here chilling. You just living life, man.
Yeah, bro. Like Chris. The girls hit him up and he schedules them, and then they come in and we do the show, and it makes it better too, because they don't really. Sometimes they watch the show and research. Sometimes they don't, and then I come in and we do the show, and like we
Frank
sometimes
Castle.
have a topic. Yeah, and it's crazy, man. But like, yeah, there's a lot of like argument points. That's one of them, like female versus male promiscuity. And then also like we just tell them like, yo, another big thing.
Any deacon can get laid. It's just about trying. These dudes gotta.
And then I tell them like,
these dudes got a bad take, in my opinion.
And so many girls think like, I'm just gonna give the box and that's enough. Like,
nope.
I tell them like,
so, Ratmos, I would assume that you're a guy that don't have trouble getting girls or getting laid.
So many girls think like, if I just fuck, that's good enough, and it's not good enough. Like,
especially a lot of dudes that have that problem. You're just not one of them.
So can we talk about that the argument that happened on the podcast where basically and we got a shitload of views from commenting on it, but where Mr. Organic basically like sounded off on who I'm interviewing tomorrow actually, but he sounded off on one woman. Her basic argument was, if a man is rich, all he cares about is a girl looking good and being down to fuck him. And he got super mad. And my argument was, and I want to know if you guys agree with this, my argument is basically, once a guy gets to the point where he can get, you know, not every girl, but a huge percentage of girls, or he feels like mega confident, he's got his money, he's at a point in his life where he can really get a lot of women to have sex with him. Guys start to sort of think outside of that, and they want to start to actually build something. When you look at actors and you look at like top rappers, or when you look at basketball players, a lot of times you'll see them find a girl at some point and really start to try to build something with somebody who they consider more on their level, whether it's they have their own business or they're very business minded, etc. And for me, that's definitely the situation where it's like, I see hot girls all the time. Girls will come in here and I'll talk to them for 5 minutes, and it's in my head, I can't imagine really like spending that much time with these girls because they're fucking stupid. And my girl, I respect her, and I see what she's doing. I see her ambition, and that's very much a turn on to me. Do you guys agree with that? Because like the girl seems so incapable of imagining the idea that a guy would get to a certain place in his life and then want to get a woman who's actually bringing something to the table besides just being hot.
Man, you said a lot there, bro. But it's all true. I'll tell you what, right? Like I said earlier, you know, in the podcast, when you date girls that look good and they are 10s and 9s and 10s or whatever, they have no character. So I can only spend enough time to like literally, bro. It's ejaculate and then evacuate. I have no reason to be there other than smash. Wow. Yo, when I smash you, right? What's next? So let's go shopping, or let's watch this. I'm like, yo, let's go make some money together. It's like there's no other avenue other than having fun and getting lit. And look, I can only go to the club so many times a week. Once or twice, I'm good. I don't need any more times. Every night, and then it's like drugs and all that shit. I'm just saying, like, for example, a girl that adds value is not gonna only be about having fun all the time. She's gonna understand there's a time and place for everything.
Yeah.
Time for work, time for fun, time for sex, all that stuff. Most of the 9s and 10s, all they know is turn on the button, wake up, lit. Yachts, parties, mansions,
Facts.
buy me, take me shopping. No, nigga. Like, no. You have to earn that. And once again, like you said earlier, when you get to a certain point in life, you have options. Why am I gonna stay with this one chick that I can smash whenever that doesn't add any value when I can find a chick that actually adds value?
I have plenty of problems with my man, but it's always a lot less about me than I think it is.
Their nature, you know what? I don't want that. I know what I want now. So,
yeah, I agree. Like, the girl's got to bring some kind of value as well. Like, for me personally, I can speak for myself. She doesn't necessarily have to bring a career, but she's got to help me with my business, with what I got going on. Because my thing is, if she helps me build, then she's going to win anyway. You know, a lot of women say, well, if I put everything on hold for you, well, what's going to happen? I'm like, hey, stupid, you're going to benefit off it too. Because as the leader, as the man, she wins when you win.
actually,
You know what I'm
talking
saying?
about the girl that's in the studio all the time. She literally comes in the studio, cleans it for us, gets all the waivers for the girls to sign, and
Oh, yeah,
your girl.
yeah, one of my chicks. Yeah, she's very
brings
helpful.
everyone water. That's adding value, man. Like, she didn't have to, but she does that for everybody.
She does it. You know what I'm saying? And like doing stuff like that, like just making things easier for me, that's good enough. But I agree with you because like with that whole show with Mr. Organic,
That was lit.
yeah, that was hilarious because like she was trying to say I'll be your inspiration, whatever. It's like, bro, when you deal with a certain caliber of men, like yes, they don't necessarily care about how much money you may bring to the table yourself, but they do care about how much value you have. If you're just gonna say I'll be there in lingerie and I'll be your inspiration, like you ain't gonna inspire a
Every chick in the strip
multi-millionaire.
club could do that.
Yeah.
Every girl in the strip club could look good and sit on the fucking couch in lingerie. That's easy.
This is what I tell the girls. When I give them the free game, I tell them, and actually I think it was the episode that you were there with me, AD, and you chimed in too.
Yeah.
I was like, you need to be an indispensable tool to the man, where he can't get your value from other chicks. You know what I'm saying? And like even if he smashed other girls, you're the one that he's taking out with him when he does serious things. He's the one. You're the one that he goes to sleep with
That
at
can be
night.
seen.
You know exactly. Bang. So, as long as you bring value to a point where it's indispensable, where he can't really operate 100% without you, then you won.
But Adam, you know who's the main problem here though? It's the simps. Cause she's talking about a certain type of guy that has money. It's the simp niggas with money.
Sugar daddies.
That's the niggas that was, you know what? She's the hardest girl I ever got in my life. I'm gonna try to hold on to her. But she has no value in her character. But the guy is a simp. He doesn't know that. So,
But okay, here's the question I have for you guys: is now you guys are getting money on a level that I'm assuming you probably couldn't have imagined before you started the podcast.
Couldn't imagine, bro.
You guys
It's
didn't
like-
have crazy income streams before that. Now, does it make you want to compete with all the guys who have tables in the club every night, with the guys who have crazy chains? I noticed you guys don't do the jewelry or like stupid designer stuff necessarily so much. I mean, I was looking at the Louis Vuitton glasses. I'm like, okay, maybe at least a little bit.
Don't let that nigga fool you. Don't let him fool you.
he's fit.
But so, do you guys see that as being worth the investment once you have that kind of money to start like really doing that, just to be able to get these girls that I'm assuming you already don't really think are girls that you want to build anything with, like the girls who are attracted to the table in the club?
Yeah, folks, I'm gonna end it there, yo, because like I said, I was watching this before the pod, before I got on the stream. Technically, I really wasn't ready to be on stream real quick. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I was still trying to finish up dinner. Had some other personal things I was trying to finish up, and yeah, I was doing a lot. Later, mate. Alright, Fat Moss, thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate you coming through. But yeah, like I really wasn't ready to get on and play. I said that, hey, I'm just getting on at 7 and not turn the stream on at 7. You know what I'm saying? I try to be a little bit more cognizant of. I try to be a little bit more aware of my time in the future. But like, you know, all week I've kind of been like, well, I can't say all week. It's Monday. This week I'm really focusing on managing my time and making sure that I get my workouts in, and like I'm just focusing on managing my time a lot better.
I've been thinking, operator. I thought you would do that.
So I wish I had Monzi on with me right now. Help me get through some of this stuff. I didn't tell her I was playing today. My friend Monzi is a really great streamer. If you don't follow her, you probably should. She's dope. My girl from Trinidad and Tobago.
If I may say, operator, your chosen Warframe suits you. Ha, ha.
I'm not even sure if I opened this shit.
Operator, no! Have you lost your mind?
Got that thing on me. People always tell me like, hey, you got that thing. People used to always tell me in my street, hey, you got that thing on you. You got to get it off. And I didn't even know what the hell it was. I'm going back to Atlas. Because one of the things I gotta do is get through. I'll start off with a defense mission, get a little warmed up. Get myself a little wounded. Snap. In here. If the music's too loud, folks, y'all gotta let me know, because I don't be knowing until it's too late. So if you feel like it is, don't hesitate to be like, yo, it's a little loud, I can't hear you, can you turn it down? I'd really be oblivious. Appreciate all of y'all that are here. Appreciate y'all, man. Really do, man. I really haven't been streaming, man. So I said this week I was gonna focus on it. Like this week I've been focusing on, some things I've been ignoring. Like I'm just trying to be consistent with my workout routine. I'm in the gym like 5:30, 6 in the morning when most of y'all sleep. Which is why I'm streaming early, so I can stream and then make sure I get to bed at a decent time. I gotta get up. It's hard. It's hard for me to get up in the morning. Like I take a little bit of time to get ready. It's like it's weird. Like it takes me like a while to get going, but then like when I'm going, it's like I have the energy like it's the middle of the day. Like it's weird. I'll be groggy as hell when I first wake up. And then like whenever that grogginess, I get over that grogginess, it's like I got enough energy. I got energy like it's 2 in the afternoon. That's the weirdest one, man. I'm playing on my PC account. So what I might do is I might get through this planet switch to a little Paladins later. I'll be live again on Wednesday. I'm not gonna be live tomorrow. Well, it really depends on. I got stuff to do tomorrow, so more than likely, if I do come on, it's gonna be a pop-up stream. But I'll be live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Any other day that I stream this week, it'll be like a pop-up stream. It'll be like, hey, surprise! I'm really not killing anybody. I'm just running around here. They killing everybody. PC with controller, we're like, why can't you do controller? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just used to it. I play most of my time on PS4 with Warframe. So I'm trying to catch up this account with my Warframe. Trying to catch up this account with my PS4 account. Because you know, this whole cross save shit is not happening. When they gonna try to do that?
Continue to defend. You will be rewarded.
Playing with people, they keep playing with people's emotions with that. Yeah, cross save. I'm like, yeah. Every Tenno-Con feels like a bust. Ever since I'm like, yo, they like cross save this shit. Like it feels like every Tenno-Con. That's when they should announce it, and then it don't happen, and I'm like, bro. I ain't finna get my hopes up with that. That's why I tell people like, yeah, I'm doing both accounts. If I only what's going on. PC today. I'll be PS4 on Wednesday. So I need to play my PS4 because I need to continue my Final Fantasy 7 playthrough. It's been like a week and a half. It's been like a week and a half now since I played it. I still got a bunch of RPGs and stuff that on my PlayStation that I ain't even playing. Hi, Amelia Bowles! What's up, man? I gotta stop lurking in your stream, man. I literally don't miss your stream, bro. I literally don't. It's just that, every time it seems like, I don't even know why I do that to myself. What game is this? You know what game it is. I don't even know why I do this to myself. It seems like I open your stream and then the work just starts pouring in. So literally, when I don't open your stream, the work doesn't come in. So literally, it's your fault. I don't be talking to you just because you streaming. I'm like, oh yeah, let me support bosses. Let me support my guy, right? Open that tab up. The emails and calls start coming in. I'm like, I'm doing this to myself every time, man. So then I end up lurking. Then I'm like, oh, okay, let me it's kind of slow right now. Let me say what up. This guy that went offline. I'm like, I was here the whole stream. I was literally there the whole stream today too. My bad, man. I was there the whole stream too, brother. start making Warframe content for YouTube. My YouTube right now it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different for a little bit. I have 15 videos scheduled, yo. Y'all found out Genshin is fully cross-platform. Oh snap! When that happened? That happened today? PlayStation gave in? It's still not on Xbox though, even though it's on PC. No, it always was. Oh, wow, really? Man, I haven't played Genshin in so long. I'm still at, I don't even think I'm at Adventure Rank 16 yet in that game, yo. I think I'm at Adventure Rank like 10. I haven't played that game in so long. I don't even know what to do. I'll be sitting there like, what do I do now? That's cool. I wonder if I can, it's cross-plat, but not, is it cross-save? I wonder if I can bring my PC stuff over to PlayStation. Oh, nah. But if it's cross-plat, we can still play together if we decide to do that. Like I said, I haven't played Genshin in so damn long now. PC and phone cross save. Yeah, that I know. PC and phone is cross save.
That's the last of them. Objective is secure. Let's go home.
I just stopped playing it because it's like I got tired of I'm like, bro, I play too many like grindy or looter games. PS4 and PS5 cross save. PS4, PS5.
A new quest is available in your
PS5 cross
codex.
save. Yeah. I remember when it was like Warframe. Is this the new Battlefield? I remember when it was like Warframe has cross save with PS4 and PS5. I'm like, get y'all little bitch asses out of here with that. I'm like, yo, remember when they said that shit? I was like, yo, y'all want to piss people off? Y'all definitely did it with that. Yo, but for real, boss, I play way more grind games than you and just added another. Oh yeah, but see, I don't be having a good time. That's my issue. Yeah, this song is loud. I turn my headphones down. I turned my headphones down and couldn't hear myself. And still couldn't hear myself, bro. Music is too loud. See, that's why I asked y'all if it was. Okay, so turn it down. Yeah, you be having a time though, like. I don't be having the time sometimes, yo. Yeah, I'm really trying to make the time to get through some of this. So this is why I haven't bought new games. Warframe, D2, Genshin, Black Desert, and B3. B3? What's B3? Oh, Borderlands. See, if you would have put the L, I would have understood that.
Bring them in.
invalid target, yo. Wouldn't let me do the thing on him.
Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
I said I was gonna play Borderlands 3 this weekend, and then what I ended up doing was working on the YouTube. So like I pretty much know before the end of the year I'm gonna hit YouTube partner. I feel like it's inevitable the way my channel is going, but I did something a little different with my YouTube channel where it's turning into gaming and music type of focus, because all I did, so this is all I did really, was, you know, I'm a big fan of rap music and hip hop, if y'all don't know that already. Not because I'm black, but you know, just because I enjoy the genre. I enjoy the rock music too. But so BET used to have, because they took it away and brought it back. So BET used to have these things called ciphers, where like a bunch of rappers get together and, you know, they just freestyle and rap over some beats. And like it used to be like a really good part of like the BET Hip Hop Awards show. So a lot of the older ciphers are hard to find, like on the internet. Like,
many things have been
so
taken from us. It's true.
they're like hard to find. Like every time I'm like, yo, I remember them cipher from back. Remember this cipher that they did with such on beat. Like I had a conversation with somebody. We was talking about the BET ciphers and how good they used to be, and like the recent ones haven't been that great. So we used to like, yo, remember when they did the cipher with this person? Like, yo, let me look that up on YouTube. Can't find it on YouTube. I'm like, what the hell? I would find it like on some random other website. I would find it like on some random, almost defunct website, or I would find it on one of the other video sharing platforms like Vimeo or Dailymotion. I would find it like on one of those. So I was like, yo, it's not on YouTube. So I would literally download it off of Dailymotion, Vimeo, or download it off the other website that I found it on and put it back on YouTube and put it on YouTube. Especially there was ones where I was like, yo, I don't know where else I could find these videos. There was one video that I found like on Reddit. Like I was like, I found this one video just on Reddit randomly.
You have new quests in your codex.
Downloaded it off of Reddit, downloaded it off of these websites, put it on YouTube. Didn't think nothing of it. I literally put them there for me so I could find them, because it was like I referenced them a lot, and I was like, you know what, I really like this one cipher, or I really like this other cipher that they did back in the day with the BET Awards. So I put it on there for me. And so, you know, that shit got like 10,000. One of the videos got like 10,000 views. Another video got 5,000-6,000 views. I'm like, the hell? And people were commenting like, yo, man, I've been looking for this. Oh man, like yo man, I couldn't find this thing for years. I was like, So then I started searching for more of them on YouTube. So I literally got a list of all the ciphers that they did, and started just trying to find them and put them on my YouTube. And those videos have been gaining traction. Like just the few that I found. So now I tried to find every single one that I could find and put them on my YouTube. So for the month of, man, the cycle was bruh. Damn near every day in July is gonna be so if you ain't follow my YouTube, if you ain't subscribed to my YouTube, you might want to do it now. So hold up, I'm gonna plug my YouTube now. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube, make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube. If you're here watching me live and you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. The whole month of July is going to be video. It's going to be, of course, I'm going to have gaming videos up. Gaming videos will not stop. Streams will not stop. But damn near every day in July is going to have a new cipher and one of the old ones. One of the old ciphers. Like pretty much any cipher older than 2015 is what I'm able to put up without a copyright strike. I don't know why that is, because anything I put up after 2016, like it got blocked by YouTube immediately. But I was like, you know what? Anything that I put up that was older than 2015, no issues from YouTube. So I was like, okay, so all of those videos are going up, all of them. Like I found like a good 30, 40 videos. So I found like it's literally gonna be a video every day in July. It's already scheduled. It's already on my YouTube. Today something dropped. Tomorrow something's gonna drop. Another day there's something. YouTube videos gonna be up. The whole month of July. July is gonna be. It's gonna be at least 60 videos that go up. Gaming and music. So y'all. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, make sure you do.
Life support activated.
It's an Arkansas. I guess these guys are farming for Arkansas or something. Right over here. I'll take it. Alloy plates. Yeah, they must be farming for shit because they paying on a lot of shit.
Operative is making progress.
So all those old ciphers, boss, they're gonna be on the channel, man. Like all of them, bruh. Like all I could find. There was some that I found, and the quality wasn't that great, bro. And I didn't, and there was a few ciphers where it was just like, yo, this cipher ain't nowhere on the internet, nowhere. Like there was one cipher that I was like, yo, I never even saw that one. I want to see that one. Can't find it nowhere. I'm like, yo, it was like, did it even air? Because I couldn't find it. Like, there was a couple of those ciphers, but yo, I would say 80% of the ciphers I have, yo. And they were all good. Like, I feel like I put up the best 2 or 3 already. Where like, the Fabulous one, there was one with Ace Hood, Fabulous, C.O.O.L Santana, and Jadakiss. That's probably the best one they ever did. So that one's already up. Put up a cipher with Ice JJ Fish. No, won't do that. Yo, because I put up them ciphers, right now I think I only got 5 up, 5 or 6 up. Yo, because I put them 5 or 6 up, yo, my subscribers went up, and my watch time, which is what you need on YouTube, my watch time it just skyrocketed, bruh. And I'm sitting here like, yo, I'm gonna hit this shit for the end of the year because this shit is just it's just going to, the views are going up. The views are going to the moon right now, yeah, on my YouTube because of them ciphers. I have a Warframe video that's doing really well, and a lot of my reaction videos are doing really well, because a lot of my reaction videos that I do are on trending topics. Yeah, that YouTube partner is coming, bro. It's before the end of the year, definitely. And then I'll be able to monetize my videos, yo. So I'll be able to get that ad revenue on YouTube.
Additional life support has arrived.
I know a guy that like he was struggling to get the watch time on YouTube because he had like 3,000 or 4,000 subscribers. He was struggling to get the watch time. He did one video where he got into a beef with somebody. He didn't really mean to get into a beef with him, but it was just like he got into a beef with him because he was defending this person. The person didn't like what he said. And he was like, yo, I was defending you. Like, you serious? And then the person got his phone number. He was like, yo, how'd you even get my number? Like, yo, how'd you get my number? Calling him and harassing him. It was crazy. So he posted that whole thing like on his YouTube, and that put him over the top. He got a YouTube partner. crazy. And then like he was like, yo, I could have had that person sent to jail. Like they was harassing me. They had my phone number. I don't even know how they got my phone number. And then I had to actually look at the law. And the person lives in another country, so I looked at the law there, and I looked at the law here. In the country that they live in another country. They live in Europe. And then I looked at the law there and there for this. It is not illegal for somebody to give out your phone number. So without your permission, it's not illegal.
I've delivered another life
So
support capsule.
if I have my man Boss's phone number and I give it to my man Fire Oni, and Boss is like, yo, I didn't say you can give it to him. The law says I don't need your permission. I can just give out your phone number to whoever I want. No problem. Now it's considered bad. It's considered bad etiquette. Like it's considered impolite to do that, but it's not against the law. In the United States and in that country that he lived in. I was like, wow. So like he went to the police and I was like, yo, I looked at the law where you're at. Yo, it's not illegal. That's not illegal. It's considered bad etiquette. It's considered poor. It's not considered being polite. It's considered being very rude. But it's not illegal. Like you can't go to jail. It's not a crime to do that. She's like, yo, you serious? Like, yeah. He's like, no, I'm gonna look up the law here in where I live in America. It's not illegal. Same thing. It's not a law against it. I'm like, wow. So just let y'all know that, folks, that it was just like, wow, like that's interesting. Didn't even know that was like. It just. I'm from Mars. It just seems like that would be like illegal, but it's not. So it's weird to know that it's not. I'm like, yo, that's really not illegal. Giving out somebody's phone number is not illegal, yo. That's crazy. Cause I guess they make it so easy for you to block somebody. That's why it's not illegal. So like, somebody has your phone number. Why don't you call me? Then you know what? Hang up, block, and they can't call you again. So I guess since it's something that you can mitigate yourself, they didn't make a law for it. It's like, yo, you can take care of that yourself. And it's technically.
Life support on the way.
Okay, I mean. I need some more energy. I mean, my ass is just not. Oh.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
I am trying to leave though. So I'm trying to get onto the next node. So YouTube partners coming, folks. If you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. If you're a fan of rap music, definitely follow the channel, because in July you're gonna get all them BT ciphers, all the old ones that you either forgot about, didn't even know existed. They all coming to the channel. If you want to leave, you can just leave the squad. Seconds do this. I don't want to lose my progress either. I don't know if I'm going to lose my progress by just quit and leave. I'm going to leave the normal way.
Another job well executed.
I only listen to yodeling. This guy. Oh my goodness, yo. So yeah, yo, I'm telling you, boss. I don't know if you remember all them ciphers, yo, but like, I didn't know there was so many, yo. When I looked all these joints up, and then some of them was hard to find. Like I couldn't find them on YouTube, so then I was finding them on other video sites and all the other defunct websites. And like, I was like, yo, I'm gonna be like the only one on YouTube with all these fucking ciphers and shit. For real, for real. It took me forever to gather them all though, but I got them.
Navigation is marked with new invasions.
There's still some more I gotta upload tonight. It's like 2 or 3 of them that I didn't upload. There was one where like I was trying to find a better version of it, cause like the video isn't that
Intel
great.
suggests that our person of interest is in the vicinity.
So there was
Search for the hostage. Bring them home.
Trying to sound the alarm. So there was one with that they did that T.I. did, and that one I cannot find a clear copy of that joint. It's worth a damn. There's that one that I couldn't find a clear copy of. There was I couldn't find it. There was one that Dougie Fresh did that was really good. Can't find a clear copy of that one anywhere. Like people didn't even know it. People, when I was asking people like, yo, did you ever see this cipher? They're like, Dougie Fresh did this cipher? Like, when did he do that? See, you didn't even know, and it was good. It was really good. It just, you know.
You are approaching the holding area. Careful. If a warden is detected,
The quality I got is terrible, and I can't find a better copy. I'm finding all them joints, man.
the hostage is almost out of time. Hurry. You've located the hostage. Escort the prisoner to the extraction point, and I'll take care of the rest.
I need a weapon.
Right. We out. Man, there was so much. There was so many videos. I was like, wow, bro. I didn't even know they did this one. Oh man, I haven't seen this since they first did it.
Your assault team is headed your way.
There's a lot of that going on. So, it was fun actually finding all them things. They're gonna be up on the YouTube. The whole month of July is gonna be new videos. There's gonna be videos. Shit, I still got like 2 or 3 game videos I didn't put up. I meant to do like a video, but like I know that video's probably been done to death. The little backstory of Final Fantasy 7 and stuff like. Excuse me. power go, bro? So, what's up, Danger? Hey, CFG Games, what's going on? Let me get a shout out to my man. First of all, my man Balls. Make sure y'all follow my man Balls on twitch.tv/Balls, BAWSE, WBS. And my man CFG Games. Make sure y'all follow him. What's up, Rashad?
The reactor is a complex system. Start by
Oh,
removing the
let's
coolant
also
cells.
get
My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches
Hey,
in the area, but I am
flex
unable
bomb
to
from my
pinpoint their
man's
exact location.
Fire Oni. What's with us who's always here in the chat. Shout out to all of y'all. Yeah, I was talking about BT ciphers and how hard all those things were to find. So on my YouTube channel, like I was saying, I'm putting them all up, and man, I didn't know they did so many, and then I didn't know there was even ones that I'd never seen before. That I was like, wow, like I didn't even know they did this much. So they were always hard to find. Like I literally had to scour the internet to find these videos. They all got to be on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. So in addition to the gaming videos, you're always gonna get those videos as well in the month of July. Stay tuned to my YouTube channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. So I was saying how you turn enemies to stone, then when they're stone, you would gain more armor. Oh, okay. As much as I use Atlas, I didn't know that. Is this live? Yes, it's live, man. I think I gotta go to the panel first and then come back.
Security has locked down the coolant cells. We have no choice but to destroy them. Coolant cell destroyed.
Yeah, that is his first ability. The only reason to use him. His third or fourth ability are garbage. I like his fourth ability. I use his fourth ability a lot. They say his fourth ability is only worth a damn when he's when it's Atlas Prime. That's what people told me.
sure it never works again.
Well, what I was saying before was
Coolant cell has been extracted.
I was gonna make a Final Fantasy VII video about the history of it and all that stuff. But I was like, that video's been done to death. That's why I didn't do it. Cause like, it was part of that story that people don't know. But I was like, I think most people know it that are fans of the series, so that's why I didn't do the video. But I didn't even talk about it. I mean, I can still tell y'all, but
A coolant cell has been placed in the fuel plant. Hack the console to restart the reactor.
I can still tell, like I said, I can still tell y'all, but for the most part, people know that story. So the story is like Final Fantasy VII, like they changed the story halfway through the development, because it was kind of like Final Fantasy VII was going to be like a detective story. It sucks the scaling. It sucks the scaling on his hardware. It doesn't scale past level 50 enemies. Oh, yeah, that can make it suck. It's like you're at end game and then you're like. But people have told me like. Oh wait, I gotta defend it, right? People have told me not to even. I was shooting at it. I'm supposed to be defending it. People have told me not to use it. Use Atlas unless you're using Atlas Prime. They're like, yo, don't even bother. But I never used them. I wanted to use another Warframe. So I was just starting on PC, and I didn't want to go through like the whole really basic. You know, you got Rhino, you got Mag, Excalibur. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try some of the Warframe I didn't play with before, and I just chose. I didn't research, of course. I just chose a random Warframe. That's the one I chose. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII was going to be a detective story. Like they were going to be investigating, like what's going on in the world and the universe, and like there's going to be investigating. The whole game was pretty much going to be about investigating Shinra, the corporation in Final Fantasy VII, and then like the director of Final Fantasy VII, in the middle of making the game, his mother died. So this is a story that I think people know, but maybe they don't. So in the middle of them making the game, his mother died. So of course he took a leave of absence. His mother died. He went to take care of his mother's affairs, take care of the family, whatever. Came back, and he was like, "Yo, this story." He's like, "This story is good, but we gotta change it." And like I said, they're more than halfway through production now. And they're like, "What?" Like, yeah. He's like, "Yeah, we gotta change the story." He changed the whole story of Final Fantasy VII. They said he kept elements of the original story. For instance, some of the detective parts of the game were like. Part of that game, the people that played the game, like you're chasing somebody for half the game. So they kept like that part because now like you're chasing him like halfway through the game because you're trying to stop him. So every time that you go to a new town, it's like, yeah, he was just here, and you have to investigate what's going on. So they kept some of those elements, but like the whole game was going to be like a detective story in a sense. Like, yeah, there's gonna be some fighting, but yo, you really have to investigate and solve more, like a lot of puzzles and stuff. And they took most of those elements out, and he changed the whole story about the life force and the live stream, all that stuff that for those of you that played the originals or whatever, or even the remake, they changed the whole story because of that. They was like, they said, I don't know, like they were saying after he came back from his leave of absence to deal with his mother's death or whatever, the director of Final Fantasy VII, like they were like, yo, he was creative. Everybody was like, he was creative on a whole nother level. They were like, he was coming up with ideas. We was just like, yo, how did you even come up with that? Or where did you even come up with that? and it made for a very riveting story to the point where like when you first played that game, there's a death of a character early in the game that everybody felt. Everybody was like, oh shit, like everybody was sad because one character in the game died. And they felt like, yo, part of that was him dealing with the loss of his mother, and like his creativity just, I don't know, it just flowed out of nowhere. And I think that's a part of that story of that game that a lot of people don't know. I'd be knowing stuff like this. I'd be like, man, I really just need to start this damn podcast. Because I watch other podcasts. Like my man CFG's podcast is really good. But I watch other gaming podcasts and I'd be like, yo, it's like I be knowing some stuff that I'm like, yo, y'all didn't mention that. Y'all didn't even mention this thing. And it's like, it was a point, and like they be making a point. Like for instance, on a podcast, not CFG's. CFG is usually really good. On a lot of gaming podcasts that I listen to, or even videos and stuff, like from big names in the game industry, when they talk about gaming like history or gaming stuff, a lot of times I'll be like, yeah, y'all didn't even mention this. I would have mentioned that. And then like when I bring it up to somebody else, like, yo, I was watching this video and they were talking about this, but they didn't mention this, and they were like, yo, where did you even hear that? Like, how do you even know that? And I was like, you know what? I think I have a perspective that a lot of people don't have. Or I be seeing stuff that people don't see. Because I be like, I just be thinking like, yo, you didn't see that? Or you didn't think about that? I'm like, and they be like, nah, I didn't. So, the way you build Atlas is power, strength, mods, and duration mod. Try to maintain at least 100% range. Okay. Got you. One thing I haven't done for this game, and I need to start doing for Warframe, is I haven't looked up builds. Like everything that I do is either an auto build or me tinkering and messing around with myself. I haven't never looked up a build for this game. I've always done the build myself. And doing builds in this game is like, we all know how in depth the modding in this game is, so
The reactor will have tight security.
I really just felt intimidated modding in this game. And then at one point I was like, I gotta just start modding, just start tinkering on stuff. Didn't look up a build, didn't look up a best, like, this is how you would build out this character or whatever. Like, I didn't look up any of that. What I just did was just, okay, I'm gonna just tinker with it myself, and and then see, what I can do. So, I did that, and at least on my PS4 account, like a lot of my builds are like built the way I like it, and the way that I would. The way that I know how they're built, so it's kind of like I know I just know how my characters are built and where to take advantage of them. But I was like, I need to start looking at build guides and stuff. This game's been out for like years and years. There's probably a million build guides out there, which is why when it came to Outriders, making builds was easy. But it was like, oh man, I never really looked at making different builds and stuff in that game. I'm like, what? But I'll take a pic and make you a basic build and put it on Discord. Oh, gotcha. Just please do that. So I was making like a build on Outriders for my character, and like a couple of folks I played with, they was like, yeah, I wasn't even doing that. The only folks I knew that was actually like taking the time to like focus on their build was like my man Diesel, Wait, do I need to do that one? No, I don't need to do that. Let me just leave. I'm trying to clear this planet. Clear the nose on this planet. Yeah, only people that was doing like the builds on that game that I know, like Diesel and my man Bomb First, they were both like taking time out for their builds in that game. Outside of myself, probably Fire Only too. Pretty sure Fire Only took his time to make some builds in that game. It was crazy too because they was all telling me not to make a build. They was Fire Only, not Fire Only. Bomb and my man Diesel was telling me not to make a build, and I was like, when I didn't do that, I was getting my ass well. Like, nah, I got to, man. Like level 30 and still getting my ass whooped on world tier 5. I'm like, yo. I was like, nah, bro. And then sure enough, when I started making those builds, I was like, oh, I thought it lasted long. To a point now where like Power Man, so I'm like, bro, I made it really hard for myself to die with my Power Man. Like every shot is to heal. Every shot is designed to heal me. Every time I shoot my weapon or whatever, I'm like trying to heal myself. I use my ability trying to heal myself. And all I'm doing is like, all I was doing when I was playing that game was just trying to scale it. I gotta go back to that game and do some end game content. I also gotta go back to Godfall. If I do Godfall, that's gonna be a Twitch only stream. If I do Godfall, it's gonna be just send me a list of the frames you have on PC and I make each frame for you. If you have the rare mods, I'll make end game builds. Okay. So on PC, all I have is Atlas, Rhino, Mag, and Loki. That's it.
Activating it will buy you more time.
You know, on PS4 I have a way more than that, but like I should still do that. I should buy Nidus because I have enough platinum to buy them. How did I get Nidus last time? I think I built Nidus on PS4. I don't remember what I did to farm for him or anything. Like, I might have bought him on PS4 too. You know, so far I love playing with Nidus. A lot of people are surprised when I say Nidus is my favorite frame, but it is. But Nidus is my favorite frame, yo. People are shocked. People like, you know, I see a lot of people, and then I see a lot of people using a Mesa or Mesa Prime. I see a lot of people using Gara and Goss. What's another one I see people use all the Hildren. I see people use that one a lot. Like when I'm like just randomly going through like Warframe streams and stuff, I'm like, yo, I be seeing y'all play a lot as these I've like almost every stream. It's like I always see the person playing as one of these characters.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
We are finally on Wednesday. I'm playing on PS4 for this game. My next stream. Show my PS4 some live. I gotta. Well, Gara has infinite scamming damage. Oh, that could be it. I know I need more buddies on PC though. Like right now I have Monzi. I did have Smack Pisces. Well, Smack Pisces doesn't play this game anymore. My man King Casa doesn't play this game anymore. I had made some new friends on Warframe recently, but I haven't played it. I haven't played it in a while, so I haven't seen them come on or come by. My man Sky Files, but he mostly plays on PS4. So I need more PC friends. Oh, my girl Zayd. But Zayd normally Lonely Gamer 5th wants to play. Me and him got scheduled all the time. He wants to play this on PC with me.
Additional life support has arrived.
I gotta find I gotta get my folks on this man. Doing survival, and technically I'm just running around this bitch. Right here.
The operative has just made their first discovery. Keep up the good work. Extraction is available if they need it.
Trying to clear this node.
Life support activated.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna start.
Life support has been replenished.
I'm gonna start making some Warframe YouTube content. I gotta sit down and think about what it is I wanted to. I should, cause somebody did ask me too one time, and I just never made that video. Somebody asked me what my ROM build was like. Well, I have that happen a lot. Like when I play with people that normally I don't play with. Like if I don't play, like I play with like a couple of folks that I normally don't play with, like off stream, and they were like, "Yo, what is your ROM build?" Cause like, number one, you're a really good ROM, and then like you hardly died.
Another life support capsule is now available.
And I was like, maybe I should make a video on that on my ROM build. My ROM build is a tweak of another build that I saw online. Like there was a build that I saw online, and then I was like, you know what, let me tweak this, and then I was like, oh, perfect. Perfecto. I got my build the way I wanted it. Hold on, folks. I'm gonna be right back. I just gotta take a bathroom break. I've been drinking this. This is actually the second one of one of these today that I'm working on. This is a gallon. So if I finish this before I go to bed tonight, there'll be 2 gallons I drunk today. I mean, it's hot, but damn. It's also making me go to the bathroom. So I'll be back. Don't go nowhere. We are back. Back like crooked crack. Let's get back into it. I didn't even get into like the gaming topics. I was just bumping my gums today. Like we gotta get into we got to get into the whole, Windows 11 is about to release, so that's going to affect a lot of gaming because I know folks that still have Windows 7, and even though Windows 7 was a really good operating system for Windows, the support is going this year. The end of this year is January 2022. That's it. So you have a Windows 7 machine for some reason still. They're ending support for it. I know there's still like games that they're like, hey, this will work on Windows 7. I'm like, bruh, it's going though.
We plan to stop as many ships being built as possible by destroying their most critical components, the Fomorian core. The Crimean are transporting the core by cargo train. Find the control console to
You have a Windows 7 machine. Make sure you upgrade it to at least 10 right now. I am a beta tester for. I'm a beta tester for 11. So I've been using 11 on my laptop, and 11 it needs some work. It's not terrible, but it definitely needs some work though. It just feels like
You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors.
Assassins! Thieves! Miscreants! Leave my cause alone! What is happening? Where's the core?
Excellent. We now have control of the tram. Its drive systems have been overridden, and it will now draw power from your shields.
oh yeah, I remember this crap. And the whole time they chasing you the whole time. This is one of those missions where you need to do. do that?
So far, so good. Keep moving the tram toward extraction.
Oh, and no shield.
Protect the core. We will destroy it in space. The consequences of a rupture here are unthinkable.
You warned. Failure to stop the tunnel will result in your failure to continue breathing.
You are making solid progress. Keep moving.
I'm right here.
The Grenier have control and are pulling back the tram.
No, they don't. They would have thought they had control.
You are only delaying the inevitable. My memorials will be built. My ships will rule the system.
Damn, guy, you really. Ships rule the galaxy. Okay. Take this ass with me. This shit is definitely longer by yourself. I think I did this. I think I had help when I did this one last time.
Enemy fire. A rupture needs certain death.
So I'm like, bruh, I remember this shit taking this long. But I think I had like a full squad last time
The tram.
I did this.
Tunnel! Tunnel are here! Stop them! Stop them at once!
So fast, guy.
Extraction is close. Do not let up. The Grenier must not be allowed to recover this core. Watch yourself. Grenier are on the way. attack the tram.
Maybe I don't. Bruh, it's another room. I'm gonna blow this shit up before I get it to the damn extraction. I see that you uploaded something fire on it.
The situation is critical.
So yeah, you should be a mod anyway in the Discord. I was talking about something. Oh yeah, Windows 11. I said, yeah, I'm a beta tester for Windows 11. You know, it needs work. It's just like, it feels like a reskin of Windows 10. It's like a nice friendly. Feel like a nice friendly version of 10. They tried to they took some stuff from Linux and tried to implement it in the new Windows 11. You know, there's other features and stuff that they showed like during the Windows 11 release. Like the little event that they had the other day. So a lot of those features, but they still need to clean it up. Finally, that mission is not hard, but it's just tedious by yourself. Tedious doing it by yourself. I don't remember. I don't remember this thing taking that long. We had a full squad, so we had like 2 people on it and then 2 people running around. So we got through it pretty fast. I don't remember. Also, the only time I remember doing a mission like that. I put Atlas, Rhino, and Matt. You're gonna have to form at least each frame one time. These builds, these are all the base builds. You should have the mods I have on there. Okay, gotcha. Just started getting dark in the It's 9 o'clock.
Assassination contracts are not to be taken lightly. Eliminating this target will have a significant impact on enemy forces. Search the area. Leave no survivors. This is your most dangerous assassination yet. Captain Vor has teamed up with Leg Krill to take you down. Let's show them your true Tenno power. I recommend you focus your attacks on one target. If you split your attention, you may fail.
This actually might take a while. boss fight.
I see you.
You've located the VIP. Time to go to work.
Follow me. Strength in the Grenier. For my queen. Play with this. You will join us one way or another. This is not over.
You're not dead yet?
Your corpse will serve us well. Strength to the Grenier.
Took entirely too long. It didn't take long, but it took too long to me.
Let's get out of here.
Ew.
Marines
Missed
inbound.
that. Gotta make more ciphers. Oh shit. Getting annoying with these doors. Oh man. Feels good to be streaming again. Always feel it's been like it's only been like maybe a week or two. It feels like longer. Always feels like when you take like some time away, whether you meant to or not, it always feels like man, it always feels to me like it's been a while. It really hasn't been that long.
They won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here.
Text messages await the operator.
Alright. What did I have on my list too? So, 2K games, arcade, and oh yeah. They still working on that apparently. So 2K Games is working on an NFL game, but it's supposed to be an arcade game. It's supposed to be an arcade game that they're working on, and I'm sitting there like, oh, okay, pretty cool.
Well put together, operator. Now get out there and cut down and make the Lotus proud.
So a lot of people are like, you know, the NFL. So for those of y'all that's probably not into sports, I'm into sports. I don't talk about it much on the channel because a lot of you that watch me are into sports, so I don't talk about it too much. But you know, for those, so for the sports games, like usually what they have to do is they have to sign a licensing deal with the owners to use the team logos and uniforms. Then they have to sign another deal with the Players Association to use the likenesses. They use the likenesses and the names in the game too. So it's like two separate deals have to do to make one game. So EA Sports said, yo, we want to pay y'all for exclusivity. So basically EA was paying the NFL Players Association and the NFL owners to be the only NFL simulation game on the market, exclusive rights. So any other rival game couldn't make a game. So it killed any other football game that was out there because they agreed to be the exclusive. They agreed to have the exclusive rights to that. A lot of other sports leagues don't do that. NBA doesn't do that, and NHL, MLB now. The MLB now, the show is the only baseball game. That's because 2K Sports did stop making them their Major League Baseball game. They just stopped making it. It's not that it's exclusive. They just don't make it anymore. The NBA Live, of course, this
shut down all systems. I'm sending life
there's
support
2K, but 2K is a dominant game. But it's like I said, it's not exclusive. NFL's the only league that has this exclusive rights to their stuff. Even FIFA, they might be the game, but they're still pro elite soccer. So the only league does it. So now 2K found a technicality. Oh, we're not going to make a simulation game. We're going to make an arcade style game. Kind of like in the way of NFL Blitz, where it's not going to be like a simulation, realistic style of football. Oh, it's going to be like fun, arcadey type football. So like they can make that game. So then they said they were going to make that game. Got people excited because it got people excited about the game because people were like, oh, if they do this, if the NFL does this, then it might open up the door. Like what a lot of folks are hoping for is this might open up the door for some real competition for Madden, meaning that they make this arcade style type of game, but then the NFL's like, you know what? We don't want to be exclusive anymore. Anybody can make an NFL game as long as they talk to us. Therefore, making Madden have some competition because they haven't had any competition for years, and the game has suffered. Like people always complain, like this sucks in the game, this sucks in the game. They have no incentive to improve it because, if you want to play a football game, what other football game are you gonna play? It's just Madden now. It's just Madden football out there. That's it. So now, that they're making this game, they're like, people are holding out hope. People are also holding out hope for NBA Live because NBA Live has been so bad that 2K has virtually had no competition, even though that's their competition. So like 2K hasn't really taken the steps to improve the way it needs to. Like all the things that people complain about in the game, they're like, yo, they haven't even worked on them because you know NBA Live is just that much worse. That they haven't had like, well, we don't need to work on this. Just keep selling out the same crap because there's nothing else in the market. There's nothing else. So people are holding. I hope that you know whenever they do come out with another NBA Live, that it works. But yeah, people are excited about this 2K football game because it's gonna be something different, a different type of football game other than Madden football. So people just like want to give it a shot, give it a try. You know, last time 2K Games made a football game, it was really good. So they're giving them that benefit of the doubt. So they announced it officially. It was rumored for a while. They announced it officially. So now we're waiting to see. Okay, what y'all gonna do now? So that is what's going on there. I said I was gonna start playing like Madden 22. I'm gonna play that on stream. I'm gonna play the next Madden because you know I grew up playing football in high school, played football in college. I really do love football.
Life support has been replenished.
I like football I liked football so much that when I had to stop playing football, it felt like I lost the love of my life. Like that's how empty that feeling was when I stopped playing football. Like, look, that's it. This is it. And you're not playing like organized football, professional, college, or anything. Like you're not playing it no more. And like, yo, went into like a small depression, yo. Don't get Madden the same game every year. You gotta think, I have not played Madden since Madden 15.
Additional life support
I play Madden sometimes with my nephew. So like I don't play Madden. So I haven't played Madden hard. The last Madden where I was like I played Madden regularly was probably Madden 13, you know. Madden 13. So it's been a hot minute since I like bought a Madden game and actually played it. So I said this new Madden, I was like, you know, I'm gonna give it a shot, yo. 22, I'm gonna give it a shot. So I'm actually going to get it.
This will help our cause. When you need it, extraction.
I don't mean I'm gonna play Madden every year. No, it's just this. When 23 come out, I might not buy it. Like I said, I was gonna buy the new 2K, and I'm gonna buy the new Madden. Because like I said, I like at least football. I really enjoy football. Oh my goodness, I'll tell you. Like I was just saying, like yo, when I had to stop playing football, I felt like I broke up with the love of my life. It felt like I felt that empty, yo. That's how much of it. That's how. Oh yeah, I gotta stay here 10 minutes. Oh fuck. Should run to bed. That's how it felt.
Capsule.
Shit, I gotta start setting these life support capsules off. And running around in this bitch like it's a defense mission.
Life support activated.
Yeah, but I know the sports games is like, that's the scam, yo. And what I tell like a lot of those folks that are hardcore gamers of the game, whatever, I tell them it's like, yo, don't buy the new one, yo. Don't buy the new one, yo. They've been doing that for years, but like they just keep rehashing the same game over. Yo, I feel like. And I've made this argument before with sports games. I've made this argument a bunch of times here on the channel. Where I said, yo, sports games need to be for every 4 years. And I detailed a whole plan how they can use the same engine and still charge. So what I said was, what they should do is, this is what they should do. What they should do is just charge you for a DLC roster update every year. And they can charge, I would say they could charge up to $30 for the roster update without people being like, yo, that's too much. Without people balking. I think if they can be like, yo, $30. People will buy the roster update. Because if they go 40, 50, people are like, nah, bro. For a roster update, no, I'm not doing that.
Life support has been replenished.
But if they say, yo, we selling it for 30, people might balk, but it's like, 30, that's not too much. It's almost too much, I would say. But it's probably the max you can charge for a roster update without people being like, man, I ain't buying that shit. If you say $40 for a roster update, people will be like, fuck no, I ain't buying that shit. For a roster update, that's all it is. Atlas, Boltar, and a Scanner. Hey, Terrence, what's going on? Yeah, I'm just running around. I'm just running around trying to, this is not a Scanner, this is a Cronus, actually. It's a Cronus. Terrence, welcome to the stream on Facebook. So yeah, I outlined a plan for 2K and for the Madden where I said, yo, y'all could charge $30, $40 for it. Y'all charge $30 for the roster update, still make a profit, and then we'll have to try a new one. Meanwhile, in that time,
Extraction is ready.
in that time, you could be spending like, yo, you got 3 or 4 years to improve the game, or even if y'all do it every 2 years. I've been activating these things, yo. 114, damn. I'm about to die. I'm about to have to do this whole shit over.
Critical life support levels. Extraction is your best option. Life support has been replenished.
Come on.
What's up, Cookie? Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Probably heard me rambling on about sports games. What's up, Cookie? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you being here. My name is Dangerous Voice of People's Choice, live and direct from New York City. Welcome to the stream.
Get ready for a capsule. Look what our
You're welcome. I'm
just found.
a guy off Facebook, by the way. Oh, okay. Cool, man. Well, Terrence, welcome. Yes, yeah. I'm streaming on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube right now because nobody's paying me for my exclusivity. So, I've had long discussions. I've had long discussions on stream about why that is. I'm like, look, like Twitch is really the only place that requires you to be exclusive. Everybody else is like, look, you can do what you want. Okay, I'm gonna go sub at Facebook. I don't think I'm in the level up program yet on Facebook. On Facebook, I need to increase my following. It's like where I'm the weakest at right now on Facebook. Don't put too much content over there. You new on Facebook? Not really. I just don't promote my Facebook stream too much. I literally just like throw up a link on Twitter and that's it. But it's my Twitch and my YouTube that I promote the most. But I'm always streaming on all of them. So on Warframe, so no, I'm new on PC, but not new to Warframe. So I play mostly on PS4. So I know what I'm doing, and if I don't know what I'm doing, I got Fire Only here to tell me that I'm fucking up. That man's in the chat. But no, I'm not new to Warframe. I'm new on PC. This is a new account on PC.
Another life support capsule is now available.
And yes, I am playing with a controller on PC. I could play either or. I just prefer a controller. I'm more comfortable playing controller. Yo, I forget who the junction boss is for this. So if I die the first time, then taking these blows pretty good. Damn, I'm about to die. It's been so long, bruh. What's your MR before? I'm 12 on PlayStation. You switch platform. I switched platforms twice. I started out on Switch, then I went to PS4. Now I'm on PC and PS4. Switch platforms twice. I no longer have the Switch or the Switch account, so I'm mostly on PS4. I got 150 hours on PS4. So, well, completed what I wanted to do for tonight. I wanted to clear Saris, and I did. That was my goal for tonight. See, good to have stream goals, right? So, Tough Cookie, do you play this on less than 1 month for that 24-hour stream chatty? But hey, my man, Eternal Lone Wanderer. I'm gonna drop the bomb for my man, Eternal Lone Wanderer.
One time for your man, Volume 2, Funk Flex, 60 minutes of funk. You know how we do.
Welcome, man, my man, the Eternal Lone Wanderer. Hold up, let me get your intro going. That air horn, though, I'm all about it since there's a game today. Oh yeah, Phoenix. Yeah, that's your city is lit right now. Phoenix Suns is doing well right now. So everybody, welcome my man, the Eternal Lone Wanderer, my brother from another mother, the best from the Southwest, the non-discreet Fallout geek, the Admiral Elite from Starfleet, from the left coast, the Eternal Lone Wanderer. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here.
Make it so.
Yeah, it just came from downtown, lit as fuck. Yeah, man, they probably going to the finals, man. I predict them going to the finals against the Bucks, the Milwaukee Bucks. So that's gonna be an interesting matchup. I'm not even sure who's gonna win the finals, but it's gonna be between them two. The Suns and the Bucks are going to. The Suns have been before, and the Bucks haven't been since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played. The Suns went, but they never won one. The Suns have never won an NBA championship. They went way back in the day in the 90s when Charles Barkley was on the team. And the Bucks haven't been since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played on the team before he went to LA. It was against the Bulls. Yep. And he ran into Michael Jordan. He's 6-0 in NBA Finals. That's why they consider him one of the best basketball players of all. That's why they consider him the best basketball player of all time. There's been staunch debates on who's better, LeBron James or Michael Jordan, and I'm on the fence, honestly. Like I said, folks, I'm a very big sports fan. I know a lot of y'all that watch me are not, but I am. I tell y'all that all the time, like, yo, I'm a big sports fan. Like, when I talk about sports, y'all just look at me like, this is what I do. I talk about sports on the stream, y'all be like, just look at me all crazy like that. So July 24th and 25th. $8 a.m. to 8 a.m. I'm gonna try to get in there somewhere. So wait, you're starting on July 8 a.m. on July 24th. You're starting at 8 a.m. Saturday, Sunday. What day was I looking at? Oh, I was looking at June. My bad. Oh yeah, I'm sliding there then. I'm gonna slide in there. Right now, I think I'm getting off. I'm getting off because I gotta work out in the morning. I've been trying to stick to my work. I'm trying to stick to like a bunch of stuff that I've been ignoring. One of the things I've been ignoring is working out and stuff. And one of the other things I've been ignoring is getting on stream. So I managed to do both of those today. I'm proud of myself. But I am going to go. I'm looking at who to hand y'all off to. I'd like to thank all y'all for coming through. Appreciate y'all all being here. Well, finally, I got a question. Well, I can probably ask you off stream. Because I got a question. I don't know if you've played that Dungeons and Dragons game. Let me know if I can throw a raid name. I'm looking at my list. No, Lonely's on. Dizzy G. No, let me get Dizzy G. Dizzy G is on. I don't think I've ever thrown him a raid. So we're gonna show my man Dizzy G some love. He's playing Apex Legends. I'm gonna be in the chat for a little bit. Dungeons and Dragons is Garbo. I thought I was gonna try it since I got Game Pass. I was gonna just give it a whirl. Cause everybody says it's trash, and then when I watch it, I'm like, it don't look that bad. I mean, people trash Godfall, which I still gotta play. Am I gonna play that one? It'll probably be a pop-up stream. If I got time this weekend, it'll be a pop-up stream. Cause they're about to release their DLC that I paid for, and I haven't played the game. So like I was like, yo, I gotta get it. I gotta get my money's worth. So I said I was gonna play the game. Like I actually enjoyed Godfall. So unlike some folks. So I'm going to end the stream. If you are on Facebook and YouTube, the stream is going to end for you. If you're on Twitch, we are going over to my man Dizzy G's stream. Really good streamer, real good friend of mine. Love this dude. Really good at Apex. Really good at Destiny 2. Destiny 2, this is the guy you need to see because he plays it. He's been playing it since college. So we're going to go over there, show him some love. Right now he's playing Apex Legends. And I will see y'all on Wednesday. I doubt I could do a pop-up stream tomorrow. I got stuff to do tomorrow. So definitely be back on Wednesday, 7 o'clock. All right, y'all. God bless. Good night. Peace. See y'all later.